On Monday, a lawyer representing Carter filed an urgent request before Judge Joe to either deny the plaintiff's request to remain anonymous or dismiss the case entirely. The lawyer, Alex Spiro, expressed a desire for the public to understand that the allegations against his client were utterly false, stating, "I want everybody to understand that this never happened. This is completely false." The urgency of the situation was made clear when Spiro's legal team asked for an expedited hearing, which has not yet been scheduled. This request was made in response to the anonymous accuser, referred to as Jane Doe, who filed a civil lawsuit claiming she was raped by Jay-Z and his business associate P. Diddy during a notorious post-2000 MTV Video Music Awards party. In their motion, Carter's legal team argued that the plaintiff's decision to pursue the case anonymously was contradictory to the purported effort to establish the truth or falsity of the allegations, implying that this anonymity was merely a strategy to extort a settlement. However, the anonymous woman at the center of the lawsuit has yet to be named, and her attorney, Tony Busby, vehemently denied any intention of blackmailing Jay-Z, stating that his firm's approach was simply to seek confidential mediation. Busby was quick to clarify that they were not demanding any money from Jay-Z. What he fails to say is that my firm sent his lawyer a basic demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him, Busby declared in an email statement. Despite the intense accusations, Busby further stated that the plaintiff, emboldened by the legal process, had no intention of backing down, emphasizing her resolve. The allegations: a sensationalized claim or a hidden truth? According to the lawsuit, the alleged incident took place in 2000 during the MTV Video Music Awards. The woman recounts how she was at Radio City Music Hall, mingling with partygoers, when she managed to convince a limousine driver to take her to a private celebrity party. Once at the event, she says she was persuaded to sign a non-disclosure agreement before being offered a drink that left her feeling woozy and lightheaded. After the drink took effect, she retreated to a bedroom to lie down, where, according to her account, she was assaulted by both Jay-Z and P. Diddy, along with another unnamed celebrity. The woman claims she managed to escape from the room and fled the premises, eventually calling for a ride from a nearby gas station. Her legal team, led by Busby, is attempting to seek justice for the alleged assault, while also arguing for her right to maintain her anonymity as the case moves forward. Jay-Z's response: legal and public strategy. Jay-Z's legal team has been fighting the case aggressively, seeking to have the plaintiff reveal her identity. Alex Spiro, who represents the hip-hop mogul, filed a court motion on Monday urging the judge to compel Jane Doe to disclose her identity if she intends to continue pursuing the lawsuit. The defense argues that the anonymity of the accuser complicates the search for the truth, and that vague claims of potential harm do not meet the legal threshold for maintaining anonymity. Spiro also framed the situation as a form of media spectacle, accusing the plaintiff of using sensationalized tactics to garner publicity and financial compensation. Mr. Carter deserves to know the identity of the person who is accusing him of criminal conduct, Spiro argued in the legal documents, adding that the allegations tarnish Jay-Z's hard-earned reputation. Jay-Z's legal representatives insist that he has never been involved in sexual misconduct, labeling the lawsuit a baseless attempt to destroy his legacy and personal reputation. Despite these efforts to clear his name, Jay-Z's team faces a legal uphill battle, with Judge Anasis Torres' recent court ruling not working in their favor. The judge condemned the legal tactics employed by Jay-Z's defense, accusing them of using aggressive motions and inflammatory language that wasted judicial resources. Torres specifically criticized the lawyer's combative approach and emphasized that such tactics were unlikely to benefit Carter in the long run. Judges' ruling and challenges to Jay-Z's defense. Judge Torres' ruling in the case was notable for its condemnation of Jay-Z's legal team. She stated that their relentless filing of combative motions, filled with inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks, was inappropriate and counterproductive. Carter's legal team's actions have done more to complicate this case than to assist it, the judge stated, referring to the numerous motions attempting to dismiss the case outright. The court's refusal to dismiss the case or force the plaintiff to reveal her identity further complicated matters for Carter's defense. While the defense had sought an expedited dismissal, Judge Torres ruled that the legal process would not be rushed, simply because Carter's team demanded it. Torres also made a significant decision by granting the accuser permission to pursue the case anonymously, despite the intense opposition from Carter's lawyers. This ruling was a key victory for the plaintiff and her legal team, as it allowed her to continue seeking justice without the fear of having her identity exposed publicly. The judge acknowledged the plaintiff's concerns about potential harm, and her decision reflected an understanding of the sensitive nature of the accusations. The broader context: accusations against P. Diddy and Jay-Z. This lawsuit involving Jay-Z comes amid a wave of sexual misconduct allegations against both Jay-Z and his longtime associate P. Diddy. In recent months, a spate of lawsuits filed by attorney Tony Busby has targeted Combs with serious claims of sexual assault, trafficking, and exploitation. These lawsuits, which involve over 120 accusers, paint a troubling picture of Combs as a man who has allegedly used his wealth and power to manipulate and abuse vulnerable women. The plaintiff in this case, referred to as Jane Doe, is one of several women who have come forward with accusations against Jay-Z and P. Diddy. The accusations stem from the early 2000s and paint a damning picture of a world where powerful men allegedly took advantage of young women. The legal claims against Combs and Jay-Z are part of a larger legal battle involving the entertainment moguls, who are accused of orchestrating a complex web of sexual abuse and exploitation. This scandal has garnered widespread attention, not only due to the fame and fortune of the accused, but also because of the sheer number of victims who have come forward to share their stories. The connection between Jay-Z and P. Diddy, a shared history. Jay-Z and P. Diddy, whose real name is Shawn Combs, are two of the most influential and iconic figures in the history of hip-hop. Their careers have been intertwined for decades, marked by both professional collaborations and personal ties. Despite their separate paths to success, their shared experiences within the music industry have contributed to their ongoing connection. This connection is not only rooted in their individual journeys, but also in their mutual rise to the top of the hip-hop world during the 1990s. P. Diddy, the founder of Bad Boy Records, initially gained fame by signing and nurturing the career of the legendary rapper, the notorious B.I.G., whose untimely death in 1997 cemented Diddy's status as a powerful mogul in the music industry. Bad Boy Records, under Diddy's leadership, became known for producing hit after hit, shaping the East Coast hip-hop scene in the process. His brand and influence grew rapidly, becoming a force in both the music and fashion industries. In contrast, Jay-Z, born Shawn Carter, entered the scene in the mid-1990s with his own distinctive vision. He co-founded Rockefeller Records in 1995, releasing his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, in 1996, which immediately set him apart as a promising and unique talent. Jay-Z's lyrical prowess, entrepreneurial spirit, and knack for business quickly propelled him to the forefront of hip-hop. His success with Rockefeller Records, and later with his own entertainment company, Roc Nation, would prove pivotal in changing the business model for artists, as he took full control over his career and became a mogul in his own right. Although Jay-Z and P. Diddy took different approaches in terms of business models, They both came to embody the power and influence of the hip-hop mogul archetype. Jay-Z's venture into business, including his stake in the Brooklyn Nets, his ownership of the streaming service Tidal, and partnerships with major companies, only added to his status. Forbes' estimation of his wealth at $2.5 billion solidified Jay-Z as one of the richest and most powerful men in entertainment. P. Diddy, too, achieved significant financial success outside of music. His partnership with Ciroc Vodka elevated his net worth, and his presence in the world of fashion with his Sean John clothing line further expanded his business empire. Through his ventures in film production and branding, Diddy has remained a key figure in both entertainment and global business. Much like Jay-Z, Diddy capitalized on his brand to become an influential entrepreneur, with his wealth and reach continuing to grow. Both Jay-Z and P. Diddy have remained prominent figures in public life, appearing together at high-profile events, collaborating on music, and sharing similar social circles. Their careers have often overlapped in various ways, from joint appearances at award shows to their respective involvement in philanthropic efforts. Despite the competitive nature of the hip-hop industry, both have continued to maintain a professional respect for one another's achievements, even as their business ventures diverged. They remain two of the wealthiest and most recognized figures in entertainment. The criminal allegations against P. Diddy. While their professional connections have been a significant part of both men's success, a darker chapter in their shared history has unfolded in recent years. In September 2022, P. Diddy was arrested by federal authorities and charged with serious crimes related to sexual exploitation. According to prosecutors, Combs was involved in a long-running conspiracy to sexually abuse and exploit women. The charges leveled against him include racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and the transportation of women for the purposes of prostitution. The accusations against Combs paint a disturbing picture of a man who, using his vast wealth and influence, allegedly orchestrated drug-fueled sex parties and coerced women into engaging in sexual acts with him and others. These claims have brought a new level of scrutiny to his business dealings, with his name now associated with these criminal activities. Federal authorities claim that P. Diddy was not just a participant in these acts, but the orchestrator of a pattern of exploitation and abuse. In addition to the federal criminal charges, Combs has also faced civil lawsuits accusing him of sexual misconduct, harassment, and coercion. Tony Busby, the high-profile lawyer who has represented over 100 accusers in cases involving sexual abuse by powerful men in Hollywood, is leading the charge. Combs has denied all allegations, with his legal team vehemently asserting that the charges against him are baseless and that he has never engaged in any criminal behavior. He pleaded not guilty to the criminal charges, and his defense team has expressed confidence in his innocence. These legal proceedings, which are set to go to trial in May 2023, have dominated the media, casting a dark shadow over Combs' legacy and business empire. The potential fallout from these charges could drastically alter his career trajectory, much like similar high-profile cases have affected other public figures. As the legal battle intensifies, it will likely continue to capture public attention, with both Combs and his legal team fiercely denying any wrongdoing. Conclusion: the impact on Jay-Z's legacy. As the legal challenges surrounding P. Diddy continue to unfold, another question looms on the horizon. Could Jay-Z face similar scrutiny or charges in the near future? Given the recent allegations against P. Diddy and the growing number of accusers who have come forward with their stories of abuse and exploitation, it is not entirely out of the realm of possibility that Jay-Z could find himself facing similar legal battles. While there is currently no indication that Jay-Z has been involved in any criminal activity of this nature, The close professional and personal ties between him and P. Diddy may raise questions as the case progresses. Many have already speculated about Jay-Z's potential involvement or his knowledge of the activities surrounding P. Diddy. However, for now, Jay-Z has denied any association with the allegations and continues to maintain that he has never engaged in any form of sexual misconduct. As the case continues, the media's focus on the two moguls is likely to intensify, especially as more details emerge about the accusations against Combs. The growing number of lawsuits and ongoing criminal investigations could have long-lasting effects on the reputations and careers of both men. The public and legal scrutiny surrounding P. Diddy's case may prompt further investigations into other figures within the hip-hop world, which could ultimately lead to more revelations or accusations. For Jay-Z, the ongoing case against P. Diddy and the subsequent media attention could have a significant impact on his public image. As a man who has spent decades building a brand based on success, integrity, and cultural influence, the association with such accusations could undermine much of his legacy. While his legal team has thus far been successful in distancing him from the allegations, the complexities of his association with P. Diddy may continue to haunt him in the court of public opinion. As this legal drama unfolds, the reputations of both Jay-Z and P. Diddy are at stake. Whether or not Jay-Z faces future legal challenges remains to be seen, but the connection between the two moguls has already placed both of their legacies under a microscope. The coming months will likely bring more revelations, legal maneuvers, and public debate about the nature of their business practices, personal connections, and the allegations that have shaken their worlds. In the end, the shared history between Jay-Z and P. Diddy is no longer just one of hip-hop success and entrepreneurial triumph. It is now a complex and at times troubling saga marked by criminal accusations, legal challenges, and the possibility of lasting damage to their careers. The impact of these legal battles on their legacies will shape the future of both men in ways that are still unclear.